This design's a little harder because we got the sleeve design, but I wanted the Dutch Creek cabin to be on there, so it's a little more work for Dan, but looks good, bro. Hey guys, well I tried to film at my house and the bugs were really loud, and then I came out here and the bugs are really loud, but anyways, the reason I moved to Arkansas, the main reason was for the nature. You know, it's not very populated and there's a lot of outdoors here, and I really wanted that, so I figured this would be a good place to film. I'm going to meet up with Jeff here in a little bit. He's gonna do my Q&A with me. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. You know, I started filming myself because I just wanted to be able to look back at all the memories and stuff and all the stuff I got into, but it's become a lot of fun with you guys interacting with me and stuff, and the people that comment, and I appreciate the people that don't too. And a lot of people they email me and they say I don't really comment on the videos, but I do watch and I enjoy it, and you know, I appreciate all of you guys. So we just hit 4,000 subscribers, and that's not really a crazy number or anything, but it's more people than live in my town, you know. And when you think about it like that, it is pretty crazy, you know. So I appreciate all you guys for watching. I've been here 3 years. It doesn't feel like 3 years. I've had some rough days, but I haven't had any real bad days, you know, and I'm grateful for that. And I guess when you live out here, just in the woods, you know, in the country in general, you have to have a different mentality, you know, to overcome a lot more things that, you know, might feel like they're overwhelming, you know. And it's kind of hard to explain, but some of the struggles that get thrown at you just seem kind of menial because you're already expecting a little bit harder, you know, time. So. But then we get to enjoy things like this. So. Alright,
pass a two-person test. Sorry.
Pass a two-person test. Alright guys, I have recruited Jeff to help with the Q&A. I just kind of skimmed through the comments and grabbed all the questions that I saw. So I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. And
am I allowed to answer follow-up questions?
yeah, and you can word it however, whatever.
Right. I was going to practice and do it with an accent, but I didn't have enough time. All right, you ready?
I'm ready, I think.
All right. Where do you work?
I work at O'Reilly's. It's an auto parts store. I sell auto parts, and I get a good discount on auto parts too, so that's a lot of the motivation for me, but I really do enjoy it, and I just talk cars all day, pretty much. So.
Are you saving up for a cross-country tour? When do you plan to start traveling?
Am I saving up to travel the country? The answer is no, because right now I'm still trying to pay off my house, so I haven't started saving up. But once I get my house paid off, then I got to get X amount of dollars in the bank before I leave. So
when do you plan to start traveling?
Okay, so I would love for it to be spring of next year, but every day that we get closer seems further away, so I'm hoping spring, but pretty much just whenever my house is paid off. I still have some mechanical work to do to the bus, so I probably need to put about $1,000 into the Volkswagen, and just a little bit of time, and then I still owe $15,000 on my house. So
how much do you owe on your house?
I still owe like $15,000 on my house, so I've got a lot of plans to really go after it this year. I've got some cars that I can sell and stuff like that, but I just gotta wait till the time is right with that stuff. But I'm just trying to pay it off and keep the car if I can. But yeah, so I'm shooting for next year to have the house paid off. I'm hoping that that's possible, but it is a stretch. I don't like to worry about where I'm going to get the money. A lot of times I just have faith that it's going to happen, and I just keep my dreams as big as I can and just keep pushing on. And sometimes I just have to deviate a little bit, and I knew it was going to be a stretch to hit by spring, but I set my goal, and then we'll evaluate then, and if I need to push it back, then I will. My idea is that I wanted to leave out early in the season. That way, by the time I could get around before it got cold. So that was the idea. But if I have to leave in the summer, then that's fine. I'll just have to come back to civilization sooner.
Best memory.
My best memory, man. This kind of sounds crazy, but it's actually the hardest day that I had here, and it was the first week that I was here. I decided to drive my truck up on the mountain ridge and take some pictures and stuff, and I had a gas can that had a bad seal on it, and I didn't know, but anyway, it was just sucking water, and then when it would blow up during the day, and then when it would, and the gas can filled up with water over like 2 or 3 weeks. It was sitting outside, and I poured it in my gas tank, and I drove all the way up on the mountain, killed my truck, went and took some pictures, got back in my truck, and it wouldn't start. And I had no tools on me or anything. They were all in the Camaro back here at the house, and I had to hike about 5 miles home and get the Camaro. And I went back up on the mountain, and I took the carburetor apart and realized that it was all gummed up and stuff. So I got it all cleaned out and everything, and it started right up. So I drove back home in the Camaro. I left the tools there, hiked back up to the top of the mountain, and then my truck wouldn't start, and it was all gummed up again. And then I realized that I had put a bunch of water in my gas tank. Anyway, I ended up having to hike home again. It was like almost 20 miles in one day. It was the first week here. I didn't know anybody, and I was just thinking, what in the hell are you doing here, man? And it just put all of it into context. Like, if this is what you want, dude, then you're gonna have to deal with stuff like this, So I guess that's the most memorable day that I've been here. I've had a lot of good times, but I think that's the best memory. I remember it like it was yesterday. So
call me next time. If you got a cell phone signal. See, that's the thing. You can be stuck up there. You got to walk 3 miles before you get a cell phone signal. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Job, family, location?
Man, 5 years is a long time, it seems like, but it doesn't seem like 3 years that I've been here either, so I know it's going to pass quickly. When I bought this land here, I bought two acres here in my little cabin. I just needed to get here, and my plan was to get my house paid off quick and then invest in more land, basically write another note quickly, And instead I got really into cars and started buying a lot of cars and stuff like that. And I've always loved cars, but I just now have had my own place to just put them wherever I want. So I plan on having a lot more cars than what I do now. Probably I want to have at least 30 cars in 5 years. And mostly trucks though, actually. And then also
72 Blazer, one of those 30.
I need a 72 Blazer.
67 to 72.
72 is my favorite year, though.
Cool.
I would like to be on at least 40 or 80 acres. I think I'd be happy with 40, but I want more. I don't think that's greedy. It's just what I want to do with my investment. We all work for a reason, and I want my reason to be to pay on land. So. My goal is to be on more land than I'm at now, and eventually, maybe not in 5 years, but hopefully soon to be on a much bigger property. So that's really my goal. I don't want to work for anybody else much longer. I've been self-employed a couple times myself, and I've always had a side job always, but I've always kept a W-2 job for the most part, and I'm at the point where I'm about ready to work for myself again, and it's hard to work for yourself. It sounds good, but I know it gets hard, and that's why I've always kept a W-2 job. But the decisions that we have to make at work and stuff are just going to get harder and harder over the time, and I think that I'll do whatever I can to work for myself. So I'm going to be self-employed in 5 years. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing. I hope to still be doing this, or this in some form. But I'll probably be working with cars or machines or something. I don't know. Definitely be self-employed though in 5 years.
What's your favorite thing about our town?
I don't know everybody. I still meet people often that I don't know, and a lot of the people I know their faces and I don't really know their names and stuff like that, but for the most part it's just a little town and everybody's nice to everybody. Because
what's population?
3,600 or
3,600.
300, some between there. And you know, everybody's kind to everybody for the most part, and you know, when people wave or you wave at someone and they smile at you, you know, it just makes the day go better. And I think that whenever you get into bigger settings and big cities and stuff like that, then I think that community starts to just kind of dissipate. So that's what I love, is the community and just everybody willing to help. If you have a flat tire, it may take 5 or 10 minutes, but someone's going to stop and help you, you know. So
if I sent you a British mini car, what would you think?
This is a blue van, man.
What's a British mini car? Is
I
that like
think
a
he's talking about a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper?
Yeah, but with everything on the wrong side though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I think I would probably walk up to the wrong door every single time I got in it. That's probably what would happen. I've never driven on the wrong side of a car, so I don't know what I don't really know what it's like. I would imagine that I would get good gas mileage, so I could use it for traveling. It would probably get destroyed if I tried to take it on any of the back roads back here.
Do they come with cruise control? That's my first question. How did you learn your mushroom stuff?
Well, whenever I got here, there's tons of mushrooms, and a lot of it is because it's really wet here, and not just rainfall. It's just it's always moisture. So, like right now, it's really humid, you know, but it's like that most of the year, unless like in the really cold months it's really dry, but the rest of the time it's just wet. You walk outside and it looks like it rained, but it didn't. I had nothing to do really, and when you live in this environment, you think about natural resources a lot, I think, and so I didn't look at them as I looked at them as maybe like a future, like if I ever needed to, which ones could I eat, you know. But also they're really beautiful. I mean, they're like a flower that comes up every couple days, you know. They're all different colors and different shapes, and the more you pay attention to them, the more interesting they are. So I guess over time I've just developed a little bit. I'm actually not a huge mushroom fan, like eating them. I can eat them, but they don't really appeal to me. I just have fun learning about them and just all the colors and stuff. But I can say one thing I like to tell people is that any mushroom, no matter how poisonous it is safe to handle. So if you find a mushroom in the yard, you can pick it. You don't have to worry about it touching your skin or anything. And you can take it in and look it up, you know. And if you just type in white mushroom with scales, or, you know, just try to be creative about describing it, and you'll probably at least find a family that they're in, you know. So
how did you come up with the name Dutch Creek Cabin?
So I don't actually know exactly where the creek, like the head of the creek, is. I think this is just a feeder, but right here Jeff actually has a creek on his property, and it's, I think, feeding Dutch Creek. Anyways, the creek head, I've heard, is up in the mountains, like a couple miles down, but the creek runs just here, just north of our properties. So you can't actually see it from here because there's a tree line, but I walk down there and stuff. And I just needed a name. I was interested in finding out what creek it was, so I did a little bit of research, and then I just called it Dutch Creek Cabin.
Yep, have to drive over it on the way here, from my place anyway. Do you still have the collection of fishing poles from when I came over here first?
So this guy shows up. We used to have we do have and used to have this sale on like the first Saturday of the month kind of thing. And this guy went and bought a whole bunch of fishing poles, and I guess he just kind of bid on it and then won. And he won like 20 fishing poles. Anyway, he paid like 18 bucks for it. Or I don't remember how much he paid, but he said if I would pay for his ticket at O'Reilly's, then I could have all the fishing poles. And it was like 18 bucks is what I paid, or 12 bucks or something, I can't remember. And yeah, so I just bought all of his fishing poles, and I still have them. Because I have a couple poles that I fish with already, so they were just extras. But I'm glad you said that, because I've had a couple comments about taking some to Simple Life Reclaimed, so for all their kiddos and stuff. So I've been meaning to ask them if they have enough fishing poles. If not, I have a bunch, and we can get them ready for you.
Do you think you might do some shirts with Dutch Creek Cabin on the pocket and design on the back?
Okay, so I do like the idea, and we might do one in the future. But the deal is that t-shirts, the hardest part about t-shirts is keeping inventory. You have to keep all of the shirts in every size, and you have to manage those sizes, and it gets pretty tough. So what I'm actually going to do with my shirts is I'm going to release one shirt a month. So the shirts that the shirt that I'm releasing today with the '66 Chevy, Respect Your Elders, that shirt's only going to be able to be bought in the month of August. So maybe in the future we'll do a pocket shirt for 1 month, but mostly it's tough for the inventory part, you know, because then we got to order a bunch of pocket shirts, yada yada. So we'll see. I guess we'll see how good it goes. If it's going well, then you know it's more likely. The Dutch Creek Cabin shirt, I guess I can say right now, is going to be available till the end of the year with the Aloha on it. After this year, then I'll make a different shirt for next year. And then I'm going to do, that one will be available for the whole rest of the year, and then I'll do one shirt per month, and you can only get it that month. So if you want it, get it that month. If you don't, then I understand. No big deal.
Why are there no tires on that shirt?
So basically, the shirt is designed like the truck is lowered. And I wanted to lower my truck, but it's a little rough out here, so that wouldn't be the best idea. I probably will lower it now that I've got some bigger trucks, but anyways, I just really like the look of it lowered. And if you notice at the bottom there's a black line, that's like the shadow, like it's on the ground. So that's why you can't see the wheels.
Have you thought about taking the VW on the road? And I'm gonna have you stopped thinking about taking the VW on the road.
Yeah, so it was actually during a live video with Jeff that we got to talking about the Volkswagen. I really just wanted to take anything across the road and do that and kind of see everything. And then, but I've always loved the Volkswagen, and it's a super iconic, you know, hippie bus kind of thing. And I just I want to kind of travel like the hippies did back then, you know, and that was what was appealing to me. So I mentioned it in a live stream, and then Brett and Deborah is a couple that actually moved here from Florida, just about 30 minutes south of us, and they actually had a Volkswagen, and I ran into them in town. We became friends. They ended up blessing me with the Volkswagen. So the reason that they gave it to me is they wanted to watch the Volkswagen travel the country and be able to live that, you know, through me. So yeah, so that's the plan, is to take the Volkswagen on the road. I have a good friend up in Washington State and Almost Homestead, Jay and Jen, and I talk to these guys like at least every other day or every 3 days, and they're great people. They have a beautiful home that they're building, and anyways, I really want to go see them and spend a week or two with them and go see their place and everything. And so that's my goal, is to make it to Washington State and visit them. I'm going to just weave through and visit everything that I can along the way. I haven't really seen a lot of the country, so that's the idea. And I'm going to plan on making money by just mostly by filming on YouTube and stuff. I'm going to keep a little vlog channel like this as I travel, but also I'm going to be doing a car channel, just helping people get old cars back on the road. So I've already started filming for that YouTube channel. I just haven't put up any videos yet. So once I leave on the road, which is when I pay my house off, that's when I'm going to start my new channel. I'll upload the first video. So yeah, the plan is to take it on the road, and I actually tagged you a video of me taking it on the road in the comment, but I wanted to explain more what the mission was with the Volkswagen there. And thank you again to Brett and Deborah for hooking me up with Aunt Sheila. I love her to death. Yeah, so I guess, guys, thanks again for just supporting me, and just watching my videos is supporting me. So a lot of you have done way more than that, and I appreciate everybody. So when I say that I love you guys in the videos, I really do mean it. You know, it's a lot of work to do this YouTube thing, and but it makes it worth it to interact with you guys, like I said. And it's kind of special that you can become friends with somebody so far away, and you just feel like you know them because you know you talk to them all the time. Anyway, so
that's how we met.
That's exactly how
I was still in Illinois.
Yep, and I was in Texas. And I was planning on building a yurt because I was just desperate to be here, and I just had to get here, however it took. So I was outside my backyard.
We can still do a yurt.
I was outside in my backyard measuring out rock, like setting rocks out so I could visualize my whole, you know. I was pretty committed. I just needed to be here, and that's why I bought my place. So I'm gonna get my place paid off, and then I'll start saving for another investment in some land, and much more land. And now that I'm here, I know where I want to be. I know the good places. I know the places that have water issues. I know all the stuff. So it worked out better. It's just takes a little more time sometimes to get to the final goal that you. It's really easy to just dream about what you can do overnight, but once you start doing it, boy, it takes a little more than that. So I like to dream big, and sometimes I just have to, you know, deviate my plan a little bit until I get to where I'm trying to go. So. Alright guys, the shirts on the website just now got finalized. I've been waiting until the last minute to post the video. It is going to be our first launch on his website, so give us a break. If there's any complications, we'll promise we'll make it right. You can get this shirt in gray or black, and the sizes are on there as well, so just select the size that you want. It might take about a week to get everything shipped out. After the first rush though, it should be just 3 to 5 days. Like I said, the Dutch Creek cabin shirt will be available till the end of the year, and the Respect Your Elder shirt with this truck will be available until the end of August. So don't feel obligated to buy a shirt, guys. Like I said, watching my videos is plenty of support and more than I could ask for. So if you guys want a shirt, it's there, but definitely don't feel obligated. So thanks so much. Thanks for the support, and I love all you guys.